Hey y'all. Oh Lord, I look 6 months too.
Girl, what you supposed to look? Two?
Oh Lord, I'm finna get off here.
I told Kira, I told me too. I said,
oh y'all.
You get whatever it is I need. Say, little butt. Say, little butt.
What, boy?
Say, little butt.
Who pretty? Where?
Right there. Don't joke with me. Smoke with you, joke with you.
This is the story of 26-year-old Darionne Burley, a woman who was 6 months pregnant with twin boys. Darionne was excited about becoming a mother and looked forward to creating the best life possible for her babies. Her boyfriend and father of her twins, 32-year-old Maurice Smith, was also excited about the pregnancy and threw her a lovely gender reveal party, but unbeknownst to all of their friends and loved ones, he would shoot her in her head just 1 month later, ending her life and the life of their unborn twins. What would make him commit such an unimaginable crime, and how could he callously take the lives of his girlfriend and his unborn sons? Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Fort Worth, Texas. Fort Worth is a big city in the state of Texas, known for its cowboy culture and Western heritage. People often call it Cowtown because of its history with cattle drives and ranching. Darionne Burley, a resident of Fort Worth, was born in bustling Fort Worth, Texas, on July 14, 1993. Darionne was one of 6 children. She was a typical young woman with hopes and dreams, navigating her way through life. Darionne was in a long-term relationship with 32-year-old Maurice. Their connection was strong, but their relationship had its ups and downs, and the two were committed to staying with one another because of the love they had for each other. The couple was shocked and excited when they learned they were going to be parents, and not to just one baby, but 2 little ones. Darionne was especially excited as she eagerly anticipated the arrival of her babies. She was looking forward to embracing the joys and challenges of motherhood.
Hey y'all. Oh Lord, I look 6 months too.
girl, what you supposed to look? Two?
Oh Lord, I'm finna get off here.
I told Kira, I told me too. I said,
oh y'all.
Darionne 5 months just a couple of days ago. So Darionne 5 months, and she looked pregnant.
I'm 6.
You 6 months now, but even at 5 months, her shit stiff and round.
Girl, stiff around, grown kids. Hey, girl, I need to sit down. Cause I don't like Daisy, yeah, do that. Girl, I'm not finna drink. I don't be drinking nothing, girl. Everybody always trying to get me some wine. I be thinking about it, but it ain't even that, girl.
No, we're in the damn bed.
And once I do, my stomach get the cramping. I don't like the way it makes me feel, so I don't drink it.
But you look all natural and stuff, glowing.
Am I?
Girl, yes.
Girl, look fat as hell. Ah!
Baby, you
I'm
pregnant.
finna finish this.
She busied herself with preparations for their birth, eagerly counting down the days until their expected arrival on October 17, 2020. In May 2020, Darionne's boyfriend, Maurice, organized a gender reveal party to celebrate the impending arrival of their twin sons. Family and friends gathered to share in the excitement as pink and blue balloons filled the air, symbolizing the anticipation of new life. You could feel the excitement and anticipation Darionne had for the arrival of her boys in her social media online posts. She posted, "OMG, my water just broke. Just practicing for when it goes down, laughing emoji. Got my own little soldiers to raise. They won't ever know what pain, struggle, or being without feel like. I need a bomb-ass photographer for my maternity photos. Please tag them. Having 2 boys on the way, I look at my entire life differently. All the drama people try to put me in is so beneath me. I don't care who said what or who did what. I'm so focused on being a better me for my 2 that I can't even entertain the distractions. My babies need they mama, so leave me out y'all drama and bullshit." However, Darionne's story, like many others, begins with hope and promise, but ends in unimaginable tragedy. Just a month later, on June 29, 2020, the world came crashing down for Darionne and her unborn children. Maurice acquired a firearm with the help of a friend because legally he could not purchase one due to him being a felon. And as Darionne and Maurice left a Waffle House in Fort Worth, Texas, Maurice shot Darionne. With a single gunshot to the back of her head, Darionne and her unborn sons were robbed of their future, their lives extinguished in an instant of unimaginable violence. But the horror did not end there. Instead of facing the consequences of his actions, Maurice descended further into darkness. After committing the murder, he callously drove to Mansfield, Texas, with Darionne's lifeless body still in the car. There, he committed yet another crime, robbing a woman at gunpoint before abandoning Darionne's remains at the scene. In his desperation to cover his tracks, Maurice switched cars and attempted to erase any evidence of his guilt. However, law enforcement was hot on his trail. Detectives soon caught up with Maurice at his residence, where they discovered him frantically attempting to destroy evidence of the murder. But despite his efforts, the truth could not be concealed. Police recovered Maurice's blood-stained clothing and the murder weapon, undeniable proof of his unspeakable crime. As the investigation unfolded, a chilling portrait emerged of a man consumed by violence and deceit. Maurice's downward spiral had begun long before the tragic events of that fateful day. Prosecutors revealed that he had assaulted Darionne and heavily used drugs in the months leading up to her murder. His actions were not those of a loving partner, but of a cold-hearted criminal who lacked empathy or remorse. Even in the face of overwhelming evidence, Maurice continued to manipulate and deceive. He pretended to be intoxicated and suffering from memory loss, attempting to evade justice at every turn. Authorities, taking extra precaution, took him to the hospital just in case he was suffering from an overdose. He spent several hours in the hospital, at which time they determined he was faking his symptoms. At the hospital, Maurice tried picking the handcuff lock that chained him to the hospital bed. His actions only served to compound the grief and anguish felt by Darionne's loved ones, who had already endured more pain than any family should bear. Darionne's friends and loved ones were devastated to learn about her shocking death because their worst fears had come true. In June 2020, Darionne's friends and family got really worried about her safety, and sadly, by the end of the month, she would be dead at the hands of Maurice. Maurice descended into darkness following their gender reveal celebration in May, marking a turning point in his behavior. At the onset of June, fueled by heavy drug use, Maurice committed a violent assault against a pregnant Darionne, a precursor to the devastating tragic event that would soon follow.
Police there say that they have arrested a man who shot and killed his girlfriend, who was pregnant with twins. This all happened on Monday, we're told, after her body was found in a vehicle along Highway 287. 28-year-old Maurice Smith is now facing a capital murder charge, along with separate aggravated robbery as well as burglary charges.
The aftermath of this heinous act sent shockwaves through the community. Prosecutors wasted no time in holding Maurice accountable for his crimes. Maurice maintained his innocence, claiming that he did get into an argument with Darionne, and she emasculated him by calling him a junkie, but he denied killing her. A jury swiftly convicted him of Darionne's capital murder, a small measure of justice in the face of overwhelming loss. In the end, justice prevailed, and Maurice received a life sentence without the possibility of parole. But for Darionne's family and friends, there was no closure, no sense of triumph. Their lives had been irreparably shattered by Maurice's actions, leaving behind a void that could never be filled. As they faced him in court, they spoke not of vengeance, but of the profound loss they had suffered. Their words echoed through the courtroom, a haunting reminder that in the wake of tragedy, there are no winners, only broken hearts and shattered dreams. What happened to Darionne should never have occurred. She was on the brink of embarking on one of life's most precious journeys, motherhood. Excitedly anticipating the arrival of her twin boys, she was filled with hope, joy, and the promise of new beginnings. To have her dreams cut short in such a senseless and violent manner is an injustice that defies comprehension. Darionne's story is not just one of loss, it is a heartbreaking testament to the devastating impact of domestic violence and betrayal. As she looked forward to welcoming her children into the world, she never could have imagined that the man she loved, her longtime boyfriend and best friend, would perpetrate such an unfathomable act of cruelty against her. In honoring Darionne's memory, we must also confront the harsh reality that her story is not unique. Countless individuals like Darionne suffer in silence at the hands of those they trust most. It highlights the urgent need for greater awareness, support, and resources to combat domestic violence and protect those who are most vulnerable. My condolences to Darionne's friends and family. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.